They practice hospitality. Their hearts have opened like a secret source, free-flowing only as they take another's part, stopped in themselves and in their own unknowing, but unlocked by these strangers in their need. They breathe again, and courtesy, set free, begets the unexpected. Generosity begetting generation as the seed of promise springs and laughs in Sarah's womb. Made whole by their own hospitality, and like the rooted oak whose shade makes room for this refreshing genesis at Mamre, one couple, bringing comfort to their guests, becomes our wellspring in the wilderness.
They practice hospitality, their hearts have opened like a secret source, free flowing only as they take another's part, stopped in themselves and in their own unknowing. But unlocked by these strangers in their need, they breathe again and courtesy, set free, begets the unexpected. Generosity begetting generation as the seed of promise springs and laughs in Sarah's womb. Made whole by their own hospitality, and like the rooted oak whose shade makes room for this refreshing genesis at Mamre. One couple bringing comfort to their guests becomes our wellspring in the wilderness. One couple bringing comfort to their guests becomes our wellspring in the wilderness. Becomes our wellspring in the wilderness. Oh, our wellspring in the wilderness.
The Lord appeared to Abraham by the oaks of Mamre, as he sat at the entrance of his tent in the heat of the day. He looked up and saw 3 men standing near him. When he saw them, he ran from the tent entrance to meet them and bowed down to the ground. He said, "My Lord, if I find favour with you, do not pass by your servant. Let a little water be brought and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. Let me bring a little bread, that you may refresh yourselves, and after that you may pass on, since you have come to your servant." So they said, "Do as you have said." And Abraham hastened into the tent to Sarah, and said, "Make ready quickly 3 measures of choice flour, knead it, and make cakes. Abraham ran to the herd and took a calf, tender and good, and gave it to the servant, who hastened to prepare it. Then he took curds and milk and the calf that he had prepared, and set it before them, and he stood by them under the tree while they ate. They said to him, "Where is your wife Sarah?" And he said, "There, in the tent." Then one said, "I will surely return to you in due season, and your wife Sarah shall have a son." And Sarah was listening at the tent entrance behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, advanced in age. It had ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of woman. So Sarah laughed to herself, saying, "After I have grown old, and my husband is old, shall I have pleasure?" The Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh, and say, 'Shall I indeed bear a child now that I am old?' Is anything too wonderful for the Lord? At the set time I will return to you, in due season, and Sarah shall have a son." But Sarah denied, saying, "I did not laugh," for she was afraid. He said, "Oh yes, you did laugh." Then the men set out from there, and they looked toward Sodom, and Abraham went with them to set them on their way. The Lord said, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I am about to do, seeing that Abraham shall become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him? No, for I have chosen him, that he may charge his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing righteousness and justice, so that the Lord may bring about for Abraham what he has promised him."
It was as Sarah and Abraham offered hospitality to strangers that they received hope and a promise. They found their wellspring in the wilderness through their own kindness, and their story becomes ours. What fresh ways of kindness and welcome can we practice in the world as we find it today? How might God want to change and release you as you are hospitable to another?